Hello everyone, welcome to another video, and in this one I'll be talking about how viewing your life as a quest or as a game can be very beneficial in terms of helping you achieve the things you desire in life and help you move towards a life of action rather than a passive life of inaction, which I think is something we all want. In the background of this video is the process of my latest digital painting called The Watchers. If you enjoy it, feel free to check out my Instagram page for my other artworks. The link will be provided in the description. So, firstly, I'll talk about the difference of improving in a game compared to in real life and how that's relevant to the topic at hand. So one thing that has always been very interesting to me is how whenever we play video games, we can become so addicted in leveling up the character we are playing to extremely high amounts, to the point of sacrificing time and effort in our own real life. And I've always wondered why motivation is so much easier to have when it's in the form of a video game. And people who have been super addicted to some video games, as I have been in the past, can probably relate to this. But this same constant drive of improving and becoming better at things is much less natural and feels much more forced in real life than in the game. So why is that? I see two main reasons why this is the case. So firstly, the time frame, and secondly, physical pain. So in real life, the hard work that it takes to improve is on a much longer time frame. And secondly, if you're trying to improve your cardio, for example, you'll have to actually physically suffer and put yourself through hardships, which are not easy because there's a physical repercussion to the actions, whereas in the game, there's no such thing, you don't feel any pain. But I think the first point about the time frame is the most important one. Because in reality, whatever area of life we set our sights on, progress comes super slowly. So slowly, in fact, that it can become very demotivating when we feel like we're putting hours into something, into an activity, and just not progressing. And I think this is where the mindset of seeing things as a quest comes into play. If you manage to abstract out of your current self and start thinking longer term, start thinking a year or multiple years from now, and really picture the goal you have in your mind, you'll often notice that you'll feel a wave of motivation that will sort of appear to help you achieve it. I think it's incredibly hard to work hard at something if you do not have this super clear vision, picture in your mind as to what the final objective is that you're trying to achieve due to this very long and slow time frame of achieving these objectives. And having this vision is what will keep you going through the hard times. I also think that sometimes the tasks in themselves are not hard. For example, if you just want to become knowledgeable about a certain subject, all it might take is just researching about a particular topic for 20 minutes a day for an extended period of time. There's nothing inherently hard about that, and anyone can find these 20 minutes in their day if they prioritize it. But if there's no clear vision about the end product of this work, this motivation to achieve it will die out little by little, and next thing you know, you're no longer doing this daily work, and you start becoming passive again. So this is where this quest mindset really comes into play. We've stated that most life objectives are long-term, and if you are simply repeating the same task each day with no clear vision of the end goal, your motivation to pursue this activity repeatedly will end up disappearing. One solution to this is this idea of gamifying your tasks. Whether the objective you have given yourself is abstract, for example, becoming a master of French politics, or physical, such as running a marathon, the same idea will work. The first step is identifying the goal, the second is planning for it, the third is repeatedly doing the task that you planned. And every time you complete this daily task you had given yourself when planning, you should remember and picture what the long-term objective is, and think of it as a quest or a side quest, a mission completed, a little check mark you just achieved, pushing you closer to the bigger goal of becoming this master politician or runner in these examples I gave. Each time you complete one of the tasks, you should reward yourself with a feeling of pride. And if you sufficiently visualize then want this end goal, this reward of this feeling of pride will actually come naturally to you. This reward mechanism that our brain naturally creates upon completion of tasks is a really important tool to us. It's the main key here. What you're doing by going through this process I described is naturally creating for yourself this reward mechanism. Because at the end of the day, when you're completing these tasks, the reward is the person you're becoming little by little upon task completion. We all have ideals of who we want to be, and by doing this, we're approaching them. So your visions of who you could be are always coming from your unconscious. It's always there. And when you move closer towards it, you naturally feel pleased. So viewing your life as a quest is a way in which you can effectively create these very healthy dopamine loops that will help you spiral forwards rather than backwards in this ever-moving world. So this is a bit of a deep topic. I could go much longer into it, but I want to keep these videos quite short. So if you enjoyed it, let me know, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.